Let's start up. We're going to start up getting warmed up, okay? Right, now this is a beginner's class. This is how I started doing things, because we have to look after our back. Back is the most important thing to look after in these exercises, because we're going to be using it a lot, the lower back, in conjunction with your pelvis, because we want to be moving our lower abdominals the most. And the best way to do that, if people don't do it a lot, is by moving your hips. So, but this area is always cold, you know, you're moving everything else, but you don't really move inside your hips a lot. That's why my exercises revolve around taking this muscle and bringing it out of your pelvis, like so. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to get some blood going. I want you to do what I'm doing now. Is called the flying flow. I know it's blurred in the camera, but you get what I'm doing, okay? In this particular exercise, it's very, very important. When you turn your hands back, you must turn your thumb, okay? Your thumb is very, very important when you turn back. Forwards, it's down, and backwards, it's back like this. It's pointed this way. The reason for that is that we always, and what I'm trying to accomplish here is always be exercising some part of your body. And when you're doing this, we're exercising all the muscles in our arms. So and that's, I mean, it's very, very beneficial. So when you're doing this, just make sure you turn the thumb. Okay, so, and also you can notice, let me just move this down a bit. My hips are moving a lot here. Okay? So, all right. So let's just get a little warmed up here. We're going to do this, say, 20 times, the flying flow. Remember, what we did the first time, the left is above the right, and then when you come back, the right is above the left, okay? What this does is it gets blood circulating up through into your hands, into your brain cavity. The oxygen is flowing and it starts releasing endorphins, and obviously your body is now starting to get warmed up, so you won't hurt yourself when you do something more physical. Okay, so let's just do 20 of these now. The breathing as well. Breathing is very, very important. So you need to develop some sort of breathing pattern. You can listen to the way I breathe, or do it yourself. But you've got to try and get a little bit more oxygen. I don't use a full lungs. I use it about 3/4. So you can listen to the way I'm breathing, or you can figure it out yourself. But what you want to do is all the time get the oxygen. I only breathe through my nose unless I have to breathe through my mouth. So if you're warming up with me, let's do this 20 times. Okay, breathe with me. 1. Out. 5. 7. 8. Okay, so that's 20. Okay, carry on moving your hips, carry on moving your arms. We want the blood to carry on circulating. Remember what I'm doing here is my feet are always planted on the ground, and you want to try and maybe, when you're doing this next one, you want to lift your heel off the ground, okay? So your knee comes in like that when we turn this way. This one we're going to do, if you haven't seen this one, it's called the core flow. And we're going to be turning this way like this, sort of like a corkscrew. So when you go that way, you kick up, lift up your right leg, your heel, so your knee's in like that, okay? So you lift up the opposing underfoot, your opposing heel, and the knee, and you throw that part into the part that's your top half of the body weight, and that's just really, really working your core section as well as your whole body, really, your ankles, your thighs, everything. So, like I said, this one is called core flow. Let's just warm up with core flow. Let's just do 20 core flows. And remember, we're breathing as well. So let's do 20. Okay. 1. 2. 10, 11, 13. Okay, there's 20 to warm up, 20 core flows to warm up. Just try and lift your knee up like this, just to make sure your spine is nicely stretched. Okay, so we've warmed up our pelvis going this way. Now I want to just warm up a little bit, going the other way from side to side. Okay, now we're just going to do this gently. You must be careful now, because if your back is out of place and you lean over like this, remember what we're doing is we're moving our pelvis. We're not just taking, I'm not taking my top weight and using it to go like this. I'm moving my pelvis, and you must do this. Okay, so your feet are anchored, and you moving your pelvis, your body weight will obviously fall. And if it falls, you're doing it right. Don't push it, okay? Your back might click into place. That happens with me a lot when my back's out of place, okay? So now this is how we're gonna warm up this way now, okay? So just put your hands behind your back like this, okay, just for support, okay? And what you wanna do is you wanna keep a flat pelvis here, and try and keep your body flat as well, in the same line, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lean, throw the pelvis right to left, like this, 1, 2, just slowly. You don't want to hurt yourself, okay? But understand what you're doing is you're moving about 15 kilos plus gravity over your pelvis now, okay? And that is really, really working your pelvis area, your stomach area, any belly fat you've got there, back fat, okay? And obviously you're working your legs and your thighs as well, okay? So if you're doing this, let's just do that for, say, 20 times with a breathing pattern. Remember, guys, breathing is very important, okay? And remember, we're just moving our hips all the time, moving the hips. Okay, so 1, breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 16. Come on, guys, 17. 18. Okay, that's 20. Okay, so we're nicely warmed up. Carry on moving, guys. Carry on moving. You mustn't, when you're working out by yourself, don't just stop moving unless you have to take some water or something. But it's good just to keep the circulation and the heartbeat at the same rate, because that's what we're working for, to get the oxygen up. Okay, this is not just a really, really good body toning workout. This is really, really good to get oxygen into your brain and feed it, good energy. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of what I call the forward flow, but we're going to just do it in a little bit reduced, in a little bit of a reduced way. Just get this camera right. This is very, very effective. Also, again, like I said, everything revolves around my core here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put our, we're going to be doing here is we're going to be warming up our back, but we're going to be going this way. You must understand your spine all the way down is just like a dishcloth or a towel that you would turn like that. It needs to be warm and it needs to be subtle. You know, if you haven't moved this way or that in a while, it's going to hurt. So don't do it fast. So what you're going to be doing is we're just going to be pushing our hips forwards and backwards. Okay, so what will happen is our hips, so our legs will stand up straight. Our legs stand up straight on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to push our hips forward and your body will naturally fall back. Don't use your top muscles. Okay? And then you push it forward like this. Okay? Over. So what you're doing is you're going to throw over the back of your spine, and you come up to where you stand and then back over. Okay, so let's do this now. You sort of got it. It's not that difficult. Okay, so you can put your hands here for support, or here. I like to do it here. Okay, so let's just do this warm up, say 20 times. Okay, 1, 2, pelvis, guys, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathe in. Pelvis. 14 odd. 15. 16. Okay, 20. Okay, let's revert back to either core flow movement, or if you feel more comfortable with the free flow movement, like this. Okay, so now I think we're feeling pretty warmed up. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a repeat now. We're going to do it a little bit faster. Okay, that your back's warmed up. It's so important. I'm taking this very, very slow as a stretching exercise, guys, because I don't want to hurt your backs. If you're just starting to do this, it's very, very important that you look after your back. Okay, I want you to practice this when you're not on this channel and you've got time. But you should be able to touch the floor, guys. You should be able to touch the floor with your fingers. Okay, so I would really, really like you to be able to do that. Everybody should be able to do that. So if you can't touch the floor, don't force yourself down again. The secret there is every single day is you just let yourself bounce on the spot where you can't go any further, and eventually it will get to where you can touch the floor. Okay. If you guys want to leave any comments and ask me any questions in the comment section, obviously I'm trying to get people onto this YouTube channel so we can get everybody from Facebook, YouTube, and the groups all on here, and we can train together. Everybody can ask questions, and it'll be sort of like a lovely training community. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do the core flow, but we're going to do another 20, and we're going to do them a little bit faster. Okay. Now remember, guys, this might be a repetitive exercise. Okay. But what you're doing is you're giving yourself muscle memory, and it's very, very effective. It's much more effective than any other. It's a good cardio workout. So if you get bored, put on some music, remember to breathe, and remember it's all in the hips. Okay, so we're going to do this 20 times now, okay? The core flow. Remember, pushing your knee out, lifting up that heel, lifting up the heel of the opposing. Okay, so let's do that 20 times. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 12, 13. Don't push it, guys. Do it as much as you can. If you can't do it all the way back, just do it with gravity. This is not about pushing. This is about being elastic. Okay? Be as elasticized as you possibly can be. Just let gravity take you, and when you come back, go to the other side. Okay, so I don't know. Obviously, we've got different fitness groups doing this. I'm going to say if you're still working with me now and you haven't been exercising, you might be out of breath. So what we're going to do quickly is we're going to do another 20 of this free flow movement here, where you lift your right over your left hand. This is the flying flow technique. I know it looks a little bit blurry. So what we're going to be doing here in slow motion is our hands are going to be going back, thumbs up when your hands go back, when your hands come forward, thumbs down. So you can see what's happening here in my arms is we're working the muscles in the arms all the time. Okay, so that's very, very deliberate, and it must be done. Okay, so let's do this 20 times with breathing, the flying flow. Okay, 1. Now remember, you can open your legs if you want. If you want a more in a thigh workout, you can open your legs out a little bit more. And I think that's what I'm going to do here, just show you how that works. Okay, so let's do that flying flow with our legs open a little bit. Okay, so we can go down and still working our pelvis. Okay, so let's go 20. 1, 2, thumbs back, 3. Thumbs back, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 20. Okay, that's great. Carry on turning, carry on moving. Remember to breathe, guys. Always be breathing. Moving, breathing, keep your feet anchored. Okay. Well done if you're still here. We're going to do 20 of the overflows now, which is what we were warming up for just now. Okay, breathing again. Okay, so you got your position, feet on the floor, pelvis backwards, forwards. Okay, so we'll call this center, and we'll go forwards and then over center, back. 20 times. 1, 2. Slow as you like. 4, breathing. 1, 10, 11. Come on guys, this is good. Don't hurt your back, don't force it. 17, odd, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. Keep moving that pelvis. Well done, well done. Okay guys, just for the last one today, we're just going to do a little bit of side flow, just to finish off a little bit of a burn in the old section here, mid section. This is obviously a very, very good workout for any fat buildup you get around here. It's the hardest fat to get rid of. It's your lower ab fat, this bottom belly fat. It's really, really difficult. But this works really, really well. Okay, so maybe you want to do it like this. Your hands behind your back. Just put your feet firm on the floor. Remember, you can, on this one over here, what we want to try and do is we want to stay, our bodies in a line up, not moving too much forwards or backwards. Okay, so we're in a good center position with our heads over our center. So we're throwing the weight to the left and to the right, but not forward so much. Okay, so let's just put the hands behind the back and we can do this 20 times. Okay, breathe in. Hips. Okay, remember we're moving our hips, guys. We're not moving our back muscles. Just move your hips. Okay. 4. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, well done, well done, well done. See if you can touch your toes, see if you can touch your toes. Just dangle there a little bit. While I'm talking, always remember, if you can maintain a circular breathing pattern that you're comfortable with the whole time, that is great while I blabber on. Okay guys, just warm down now after this, after I leave, just for a minute or so. Remember, you don't just want to stop and leave your heart beating fast inside your chest cavity. It's a little bit scary for some people. So just remember to warm down, breathe. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope somebody sees it, because I don't know if I did it right. But next time I'm sure I'll be better. Thank you. Take care. Big, big love from Ronnie. Ciao.